Hey guys, so in 2020 in Texas, a horrific crime unfolded that captivated the nation. Taylor Parker murdered 21-year-old Reagan Hancock and stole her unborn baby from her stomach. She was 7 months pregnant at the time. Taylor had been pretending to be pregnant and had to produce a baby at this point because people were starting to ask questions, and so she needed to come up with something, and the something she came up with is the most horrific thing you can imagine. She literally cut the baby out and held the baby up and said, "Say bye to your mama," and took the baby. She also took the placenta and stuffed it in her pants and started to drive. At some point, she pulled over and pedestrians stopped and asked her what was wrong, and an ambulance was called. Ambulance took her to the hospital and the baby. Sadly, the baby did not make it, and Taylor was found out pretty quickly because not only was it all over the news of what had happened and asking everyone to be on the lookout for somebody that has a baby that looks like they shouldn't, but the behavior itself that Taylor was giving off was a huge red flag. She did not want examined, even though she said she had just given birth. She didn't want anyone to examine her to make sure she was okay and to make sure she wasn't bleeding out. And she just refused to really give any answers. She just kept saying that her baby needed help, and that's all that mattered to her at the time. So eventually they were able to confirm their suspicions because they did a blood test. And medically, you can see somebody's HCG levels if they're elevated in terms of pregnancy or just having a pregnancy. And hers were not elevated whatsoever, not even close to being someone that was pregnant, let alone had a child. So they knew that she was lying, and they confronted her with it, and she at first just denied it, like to their face. And even though everything was like coming down on her, and it just was unreasonable to even try to convince them otherwise, she just bold-faced, like in their face, be like, "No, that I don't know what to tell you. The baby is mine." So, eventually she did own up to it, kind of. She didn't give all the details, though. She kind of left the ones out that made her look the worst. And, yeah, I don't know. It just, it was not the whole story, that's for sure. So, she was arrested and charged. She was tried, and she's actually on death row in Texas right now because the crime was that horrific. She tracked down this poor mom who already had a daughter, a toddler, who now has no mom, and now the baby, her baby sister, is gone as well as her mom. It's just horrific. And like I said, I recommend seeing the Netflix documentary. I think it's interesting. They do leave out some things, and I am going to do a deeper dive on this case and make a longer video sometime soon. So if you can please subscribe, and that way it'll notify you when a video pops up from me. I'd really, really appreciate it a lot, guys. And yeah, I will go into some of the details that were not gone into in the Netflix show. I don't know why they had, like, the name they came up for it, Maternal Instincts, I think it's called. And the cover of it looks very odd to me. It looks like a Lifetime movie, basically. So yeah, I don't even know. I didn't even realize what it was at first. So anyway, I am going to leave you guys with that, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.